Welcome back to the channel. We're going over the S&P 500, the Nasdaq 100. I put my title on the line for you. I told you, money where my mouth is. These are the gains. Let's get into it. All right, so when we're going over the market today, there's a few things we need to be talking about, specifically what happened with Powell speaking today. What did we say in yesterday's video? We said that everything today would be irrelevant until Powell spoke. We said that movement coming in the market would not matter. It was negated, if you will, until he spoke. And we need to talk about where we're going from here. Now, and you're wondering too, Tyler, why you had the Astros shirt on? Well, first of all, we're the champs here down in Houston. Second of all, I love to inspire the hate on the channel. So as we dive a little bit further, again, when you come here, you're getting the undisputed truth, whether you like it or not. I will and am willing to lose subscribers based on telling you the truth, like I told you yesterday, which brings me into a very special part. If you're new to the channel, I have to recommend liking and subscribing. Every single day, I give you the unbiased viewpoint. Now, you might say, Tyler, you have some clickbait here. It is YouTube. I will always have clickbait, but when you're inside the channel, inside the video, you're going to get the truth here. I'm going to tell you what I see us going, the future, everything in between. And that's pretty much it there. I will also say we have, it says 40 spots left. We have like 35. It's lagging behind. But again, these are going to fill up by probably Monday. I'm going to tell you that right now. $29 is half off. You don't get access to the voice chat and you can't type in the chat, but you get access to everything else in between. We will not be adding any more of these, so make sure you take advantage of why it's there. Now, looking back at the chart. Over the past 2 days, we need to talk about exactly what's happened. We need to talk about where we've been, where we're going. Now, if we look at the chart, it's really clear here. People kept saying we're bearish, we look terrible. This is the Nasdaq. And why do we go over the Nasdaq? And if you've been here and you've been watching the channel, we'll just sit back because we need to do a little bit of, go over some of the stuff that we've already covered so people can be in tune. The Nasdaq has led this rally in the market since January. The Dow previously was leading the market, and so was technically the ES. But it was mainly the Dow, ES, the Nasdaq. Nasdaq was lagging. You need the Nasdaq to lead, which is primarily tech. And someone tried to say that the SPY is tech too, which the SPY does. The SPY has tech in it. But the Nasdaq is dominated. It is dominated by tech. You need to understand that. So when the Nasdaq runs, typically tech runs further. Go look at the stats. Again, I'm not here to deceive you. And again, if I'm lying, call me out on my BS in the comments down below. I'm always open to being corrected. I'm open to it, right? Now, what we see happening here, we're looking at that 12.47, 12.5 area. Again, where does this level come from? Well, we zoom out really quick. We go quick to the daily. We can zoom out. We can see it's our swing high that we had here back in August 2020. It was a key level here, back forth. We've identified all this already. And as we zoom into around the 15-minute chart, you get a better look here. You've tested this area, I believe, almost 10, 12 times, bouncing over and over and over. Now, what happened from Powell, I'm going to tell you right now, if you did not listen to the live stream we had here, if you're a member of the channel, then go back and just watch where Powell spoke in the beginning. That was the most influential. Summarize all the good stuff that was said there. I'm going to tell you right now. Basically, Powell said there was a possibility, and you can go re-listen to his rhetoric. And I always recommend breaking down what he says. He said basically, if data continues on this path of dropping drastically, that there actually is a possibility of cutting rates in 2023, which he has not said. And again, I'm going to tell you right now, I do not believe they're going to cut rates in 2023 because I don't believe inflation can continue to drop at the rate in which it's dropping. That's why my long-term thesis is I think we have a lot of bumps in the road ahead of us. But short-term, what have I been saying? Short-term, the next few weeks, next month, give or take, upside, upside, upside. Okay. Now this is where we get a little bit more information. So going into this, we bounced clearly. What did I say? I'm not looking to trade anything until we get the breakout, until we start to move up. And again, I told you I would show you the gains. I posted them on Twitter. I posted them pretty much everywhere so you could see, right? Nvidia. And I like to just be transparently clear so everyone can see. I post the losers, just haven't had a loser in about 2-3 weeks now. So if we look what happened, I started telling people Nvidia was a trade I had before. You had a clear bull flag on the daily. making higher lows continuously. You started breaking out, got at 9.5. You pushed up to around $13. 12 is just what I posted last thing, 12.6, and you got close to $13 a pop. If we're looking at overall gains, I posted them on here also. Currently at about $7,000 in profits on the day. So those are moving pretty nice, like fine wine, if you will. Now going into tomorrow, what do I see happening? I believe we have continuation here. Now, obviously the area we need to watch is this 12.9 region. Can we break and mount this? Now, I've been telling you, in my opinion, if we even get close to this, I think we shatter it. I think we go through it. Now, if we look at something like the 4 hour to give you a better visual, you can see the channel in which we had been trading in. We're broke out above it. We're mounted. We're strong. We're out of the channel. We're so bullish, we broke the bullish channel as of this moment. Now, the next level is this supply zone at 1307 up to highs of 13215. This will be a pretty critical level to get above, and I think it's going to be coming pretty quick. If we can continue this momentum that we have right now, which I believe as of now we can. Now, giving you a better visual too, I always recommend going to Yahoo Finance to break down volume because it's going to give you the best answers. And people are like, Tyler, I hate Yahoo Finance. It's trash. I love Webull. Again, if you use Webull, you might be a potato. I'm sorry. Now, after hours are still going, so volume is still coming in. But right now, your average 30-day volume on SPY is 78 million. It has dropped. Now, what's happened though? As we take a deeper look, once again, we talked about yesterday, really terrible volume. Today, before the Powell meeting, it was a lot of sell side volume coming in, right? But it was still really low. It was like 16 million. Once Powell started talking, within the first 40 minutes, you got around 20, 30, 25 million of volume come in. So then you kicked up and actually beat the, 30-day average, 82 million. You're probably going to end the day around 87, 86 if I had to gamble of where that would be. But pretty decent volume. You broke the 30-day average, which again concludes me to the thesis. You're getting continuation. You're getting breakout volume. You're getting your highest volume to the upside. Sellers do not follow through. This has been the problem, right? Over and over again. That's why we tested this area so many times and sellers never could push you through. Again, I am not perma bull. I am not only thinking we have to go up, but you have to side where the volume and where the trend lie. And you can clearly see you went to another key level. Sellers stopped. They did not increase volume. They stayed complacent. They stayed where they were. And every time bulls need to show up with volume, they do. Once again, that's why you've been declining in volume on the way down. It's simple. Again, look at the data for yourself. I don't really know what else to say, but that's very important to be looking at. Now, a lot of people here are hyper obsessed with SPY. They're like, well, SPY this, SPY that. SPY broke below its key level, 410. People want to say 408 for all this crazy stuff. No, stop talking. Zoom out on your chart. It's very clear where you bounced at, right, in your key level. Your key level was clearly right here around 410.7. It was your swing low from February of last year. Yes, February, almost a year-long level. Clearly getting rejected multiple times and bouncing off this level. As you can see here, rejection coming now, got underneath it, actually tried to kind of get a flag underneath it and then bounced right through. What does this mean? Why am I talking about this? It's to show SPY is not leading. Take your eyes off of SPY. Your focus needs to be the Nasdaq. Nasdaq is leading the entire market. Tech specifically has the strength and has the pull in the market right now. So again, the focus has to be the Nasdaq. I'm not saying don't trade SPY. I'm just saying that SPY is probably going to mislead you when you should just only be focusing on the Nasdaq. Because if I was trading based on SPY, then I would have went short a lot quicker and I would have been stuck in a trade while Powell was talking. But Nasdaq gave us a clear answer, bouncing nonstop at this level over and over and over. Now, from when Powell talked, you had some pretty interesting viewpoints. And it's funny. I heard all the boys come out of the woodworks. They were like, Tyler, what's happening? Are you not bullish no more? You shot up from when Powell talked because it was obviously very bullish, and then you shot back down. But what they failed to notice is once again, this proved your point. And this is where I entered all my calls, just so you know. I did not enter calls on the pump. I entered calls on the retest and the bounce. Go verify based on the timestamp on that. So you can see I ended up buying around right here. Anyways, so when you came down, what happened once again? Sellers gave up. It's one of the easiest things to identify in this market. You get to key levels and the selling pressure is not there. As of now, at least, okay? I'm open to breaking back down, but you're not going to see that breakdown, in my opinion, unless we get some type of black swan or a major increase or re-spike or resurgence of inflation data, which you're not getting right now. So I can only say this as many times as possible. Trade the trend, trade the trend, trade the trend. Now, I'm going to go to my favorite segment of the day. People, I believe this is probably one of the most beneficial parts of YouTube right now. The trades of the day, the plays that we're looking for. And I know the boys are excited. What did we say yesterday? Go look at yesterday's video. I want you to. I want you to go get the sauce, if you will, because we're providing the sauce for the stuffing, for the Thanksgiving meal. The point to be made here is the dog's got to eat. And you're wondering who is a dog. I'm not calling you a dog as an insult. The dog is the ultimate compliment if you're here on the channel, because dogs got to eat to survive. They got to eat. They got to hunt as a pack, as one. And when you look at what's happening, what did we say? Now, if you didn't watch yesterday's video and you don't believe me, again, I can show you verified where I posted this here clearly in Discord. Once again, yesterday, I even said I did not grab any because I was maintaining my composure, but I said if there was any play that looks ready to run, it is Microsoft right here, 257 yesterday. At what time? 10 a.m. yesterday. Well, spoiler alert, Lenny and Timmy, you're going to the moon. Boom, breakout, 257, you're at 268. Microsoft announced their new, basically implementing ChatGPT into all of their products, which definitely just creates more and more value. Honestly, I'm telling you right now, Microsoft, I've been telling y'all, over 267, if you actually can mount it and get continuation into tomorrow on the 4-hour time frame, love me, hate me, I don't even care. You're essentially illiquid all the way up to around 274. So I think you have like $7 more of upside. Still love it, but you got to look for continuation. But that being said, there's more plays out there, boys. There's more plays out there. Now, the play that I'm in is NVIDIA, which, once again, what did we say yesterday? This was my favorite, this or Microsoft. Clear bull flag here on the 4-hour chart. You're breaking out of it, retesting and pushing up. The thing you're looking for here on NVIDIA is if you can get out of this supply zone into 227, 228, then you come into a period of illiquidity. Easily pushing probably to 240, but you have a daily gap that has not been filled at 258. And that is where sparks will fly. And that is where I will be singing on the mountaintops, being probably the most, humbled guy around the park, because at that point, all of life's goals will be achieved. So that's what we're looking at there. Now, a few other plays, people asking me, Tyler, want some things that haven't run yet. Well, what are the plays that haven't run? Okay. And if I come to the plays that haven't run, there's two. I've been mentioning these. It's Google. Google did run today. I'm not gonna lie to you. I mentioned it yesterday as well. I said you grab that thing and you buy it if it gets above the 200 daily SMA. And what happened? You get above it here and blast off. You go absolutely bonkers. If we look here at the 15 minutes, give you some better price action notion. You can see one, you break above, you retest and push right back above. Again, I don't know what to say. Lately, I've been hotter than hot. I've been hotter than magma, hotter than lava. If I was a Pokemon, Charizard wouldn't even do me justice because we've been so hot here on the channel. Now, Google, I still think you have a lot of room. You have a daily gap, I believe, at 110. And I think they're going to ride off of this AI move. Okay. So again, continuation of the market points to good movement on Google. Now, these are my favorite two plays. I'm giving you a lot of juice today, boys. So make sure you sit back and keep on slurping because the juice is just going to keep coming. One, Netflix. I think Netflix is it's risky. I'm going to tell you now. I didn't grab any, but it's risky, but I love it. It's beautiful. I think you want to get the break above 369. It's gorgeous. Gosh, I love it. I really do. I love this thing. If you get above 369, 368, I think you have room to fly, to give room to go. I love Netflix. It wanted to push up, but we got rejected last time with indexes. I think the story will be different this time. Now, Netflix is risky, but we need to talk about Coinbase. And I know you're thinking, Tyler, slow down, papa. And I'm going to take it easy on you here, okay? When we look at Coinbase, I'm very excited about the potential of getting another big breakout. Now, we can clearly see you are riding this downtrend right here. Clearly riding the downtrend, right? Getting rejected. We want to see a break above or a possible retest of the gap at 66 or the 200 SMA. Now, I don't think those are going to come. I think what you're looking for is the break of the trend. I think Coinbase easily can run back to 77, possibly back to other highs or local highs, right? Now, the only caution with Coinbase is, did we really get the big push because of shorts covering, or what's really going to take place there? Now, I have no doubt in my mind that crypto is going to blindly follow the stock market, okay? That's what happens. Crypto follows the Nasdaq. Spoiler alert, who would have thought, right? So that's what we're looking at there. And I think Coinbase will just follow that uptrend there. And I think it has a lot of volatility probably built in. And I still think shorts could still get killed here on Coinbase. There's a lot of people heavily still in shorts on coin. So that's my favorite plays right now. The only play that I have though personally is NVIDIA. And I'm sitting pretty good in it, okay? My plays are for March. That's where I have a lot of, if I'm looking to like swing or trade anything, it's all for March. But as usual, I recommend going into the end of the day liquid. I think it's just the safest play overall. And the goal here is not to predict what's going to happen. The goal here is to react to what does happen. So we knew from Powell's speech, if you were in the live call, nothing changed my whole time. Even on the pullback, people were like, oh, you're not bullish, we're bearish. You got caught with your hands in your pants, right? Guess what? At the end of the day, those people are sitting on the sidelines, brokies. They didn't even post any of their trades, right? That's why when we go on Twitter, we post our gains, we post our losses, right? That's why you have faith in the Jefe, and the Jefe is here to stay. I'll see you tomorrow. Have a good one, traders.